events overcame them. In the face of attack, in their own backyard, they forgot all the lessons of a generation, and they became victims of principles. The world illusion had been shattered. Ignorant but determined to uphold invincibility, they spat in the face of legitimacy, and they acted. The draft was a thing of the past. And so the grand gesture, though not really relevant, could be seen to be done. And you know what? It was done. To Afghanistan, especially Afghanistan. Ears burned, countries were burned, the rule book was burned, political fingers were burned, but most of all, money in the name of good was burned, and the world's economy started to melt. Gone, but the 60s has been recast as where has all the money gone. Targets were chosen according to the knee-jerk reactions of jerks with no knowledge of military consequence. Buffoons, dodgers, will-be influentials, driven by opinion polls and the politics of conceit. Short-term planners, naive idealists, sheer follists. No one's ever won a guerrilla war except the guerrillas. The indigenous populations are butchers and bakers by day, and butchers by night, and butchers by night. They've always been able to melt into the background at will. The great disorientated just held their breath and waited. Retaliations have been enacted, they're irreversible. Bad apple interrogators, corrupt investigators grab the headlines. One single violent act in the name of God will make a nation interact. They sure as hell found that out. The last days of mankind will eventually lead to the last days of mankind. When morality's forgotten and civilized action is compromise in the name of good. The result is destruction beyond human comprehension. Excess, 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 all areas. A multi-theory conflict. A disintegrating world economy. Hardship and unrest. People take to the streets of the cities, of my city, of your city. What a legacy, my friends. Fake language is a culprit and a failure of imagination. News as entertainment encourages lines like, "You're with us or you're terrorists." It's the rhetoric of the troglodyte. Megalomania, accumulating horror, layer upon layer. Many eyes for an eye, but no teeth in the truth. was when jingoism prospers, ideological excesses and diminishing successes simply galvanise the masses. In Trafalgar Square, in Times Square, in Red Square. Delusion continues, where souls transformed by persecution for the old world's powerful nations. Isn't it time for, 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 time for something new? Michael Lawson.